Salutations gamers, I'm the OgichiGame and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. I've seen a couple of people playing this game around very recently and decided to buy it because it looked like a game that was just up my alley. If you don't know what Oxygen Not Included is, it is a game made by the same people that made Don't Starve, and is a resource management survival game, which is awesome. Now, it's still in early development. It's in some development builds. I believe it's in some kind of an alpha, but that's fine because there's plenty of cool stuff to do. I bought the alpha that they have released. I had to, weirdly enough, if you have Steam downloaded on your computer, I don't know if you'll have to do this, just so you know. When I went to download this game, I couldn't download it through the Steam client I have downloaded on my computer. I had to go online and download it on the online browser version of it was a whole weird thing. So anyway, though, this is where we're going to choose who we're going to have in our little group. So as you can see here, this guy has a ton of amazing attributes, and he's even an early bird, getting to work before everyone else. But he has one drawback. They all have a major drawback, which is he is gastrophobic. He cannot perform the job cook. He is terrified of the culinary arts. But that's fine, because he's pretty awesome otherwise. This guy, what do you look like? I don't know. You're Magneto. Magneto. I forget how to spell Magneto, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. You are a mouth breather is his problem, which means he's going to take up more oxygen than everyone else. I don't want that. I don't want somebody... This one's pretty good. Narcoleptics are usually pretty good people to have, at least I think so. Because they almost always have a ton of amazing abilities. The only issue is that they'll fall asleep at random. But I honestly don't care, because their amazing abilities makes up for all of that. And not to mention the fact that they usually don't have problems like a bottomless stomach, where they'll continuously eat a ton of our food, or other things like that. We don't want characters that are going to use up more resources than we can provide. So, let's see. Since you're a narcoleptic, we're gonna call you Sleepy Sue. What about you, buddy? You are really just really aching to get out there, but you have a bottomless stomach. We do not want you. You're anemic. He is the opposite of athletic. Well, I mean, that's not too bad. You're super good at medicine, and you're very smart. But we have somebody who's pretty smart. Not to mention, I don't think we need somebody who knows that much about medicine. Though you are a quick learner, but we have a quick learner already, the narcoleptic. So let's see if we can find somebody else. Let's see here. Naturally robust. Your immune system repels most common illnesses. That's pretty good. You're also a yokel. You can't do research, which just sucks. Let's see. You're a loud sleeper. You don't have any good attributes. You take up more resources than we need. You're a narcoleptic, but you don't have any really good anything. Let's try to find somebody who has some good attributes. You look okay. You're all right. That's some pretty red hair you got. That's very pretty. Okay. Well, anyway. Is that Dolores? Doris? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like your name. Your name is... What the heck am I going to name you? I don't actually know. Your name is Rose, because Rose is a pretty name. I like that name. Magneto, Sleepy Sue, and Rose all going out on an adventure. Let's call this We Shall Most Positively Die. There we go. Embark. So you can't have multiple saves right now in this development of the build, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. So, okay, your crew is awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar, dagnum, but I can't speak for some reason, terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got there. It might be best to start digging. Right, so... First of all, let's pause it and take a look around. So this stuff is oxalite, and it's providing us oxygen. Thankfully, everything in this game is randomly generated. Same way with, like, Don't Starve. So, but the one thing remains the same. You start with some food rations and a ration box and nearby oxalite to provide some oxygen. We're immediately going to have to start digging, though, and collecting resources. So, let's actually unpause it. We're going to dig over into here. Bam! We're going to tell them to dig. They're going to start digging into there because we're going to need to get at some water. We're also going to need some other stuff. Let's see here. Okay, so... Oh, there's some water over here. That's also awesome. Okay, so we're also going to want to probably dig down into here a little bit. And probably put a ladder. Because, one, there's some oxalite. Two, there is algae, which we're going to need for various things. Now, we're in a bit of a predicament considering our location. Our location is not the best. In fact, normally I dig down. But given the location that we've started in, I would say that our best option is to go up. Which is what we're going to do. So... let's see. We're going to build a ladder going up through here, I think. Yeah, that'll work. We're going to build a ladder going up here. And we're going to build a gas tunnel through here. Now, what exactly is a gas tunnel, I'll get into in just a minute. But let's just start off by building ourselves a ladder and getting up there. And then I can explain what gas tunnels are and that sort of stuff. So, as the name of the game suggests, oxygen is not really included. I mean, it technically is... but at the same time, this stuff is limited. It's a limited resource. The same with everything around here. So you need to expand out, find more resources. You need to create devices to get more everything, basically. So we're going to have to be very careful about the resources that we have, the resources that we need to get, everything. Let's also build a storage container right here. Bam. Okay, so play... and this is probably going to take them a few minutes, so we can actually speed up two times speed, and then bam, we can speed it up even more. Normally speaking, when I was doing my testing for this game, I pretty much just do everything in this speed, this 3 times speed, and then I'll sometimes pause it if I need to do something else. Awesome, they're building the ladders, they're getting up there, and they'll be able to dig their way all the way up into here. So there's very breathable oxygen up here. We can look at our overlay and see that, oh yes, this is very breathable oxygen up here, which is awesome. This red stuff you're seeing is carbon dioxide, and it's going down into here. And the reason why that is because carbon dioxide is a heavier gas than oxygen, and so it's going to go to a lower altitude than the rest. The oxygen will push its way up, the carbon dioxide will push its way down, and that's exactly why you need what I was talking about before, a gas tube. A tube, which, just as it sounds, lets gas down. And then once we let the gas down, we're going to have an area where we can turn the carbon dioxide into oxygen. Now, I don't know everything about this game, obviously. I only know so much about this game, even though I absolutely adore it already. But for what I do know a fair bit. Now, we're going to want to, dig out all of this stuff. Once we actually dig out all of this stuff, we can like cover it over so we don't have to worry too much about it. In fact, actually, let's put down tiles here, across here. We're going to want to dig into this, get rid of this stuff. And we're actually going to probably want to dig out this stuff. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good with this. So now we're actually going to want to try to build one of these gas pockets I was talking about. Like that. Okay, so... let's see. Can they... they can't get up there. So what we're going to have to do is actually get rid of a lot of this stuff here. So let's actually put all of this down for deconstruction. We want to deconstruct all of this stuff. And we're going to need somewhere to contain a lot of this stuff, too. Oh boy, you are just down there. I'm terribly sorry about that. Hopefully you can get your way out of there now. Guys, you need to, like, fix that. You guys need to, like, get on that and help that girl out. She is, like, trapped down there. Get Rose out of there. I don't want Rose dying down there. We're going to put some storage containers down, some additional ones, because we're going to need a lot of storage. We're also going to eventually need some power supply, because we're going to need research stations, a ton of other crap, but geez, there's a lot to this game, as you can already tell. There is just so much crap. They're sleeping right now, they're gonna need beds eventually, but for now they should be okay. So, I want this lower level here to be where our oxygen production is, which for right now, we don't have any oxygen production. We're just relying on oxalite and hoping and praying to God that we don't die in the meantime. So they should be able to dig down here, hopefully, and build us a gas tube, which will take the carbon dioxide from this higher level and pull it down here. Ooh, I've made a bit of a mistake. We're actually going to want the gas pocket to be right here. Yeah, we want the gas pocket there. Yeah, like that. We're gonna want it here. Just like this. Oh, crap. He's going to need to take a crap. Okay, so let's pause it for a second. Where do we want to put... Where do we want to put our toilet? We don't want to contaminate any water. So, let's see. Okay, for now, we're going to put the plumbing right here. Not a great place, but not a terrible place either. So, hopefully they get that underway. We do not want them contaminating anything. Oh, no. Thankfully, we have this hole here, so it shouldn't contaminate our... Oh, no. We got a serious problem. We have got ourselves a serious problem. We are going to get contaminated water very soon. We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of this problem as soon as possible. We need to mop up all this. Great, okay, so we need to mop up everything. Right, so thankfully we managed to avoid a crisis. This stuff could have gotten really bad really quickly. So we're also going to need to build up a little bit so that we can get up at these, and then we'll deconstruct as we go along. So we're going to build some ladders here so we can get up there, and then we're going to deconstruct those ladders. So, oh, yeah, you guys do that. You guys do exactly that, you pricks. Thankfully, a lot of it pooled down into here. Did not contaminate any of our water, so that's really good, because we do not have the resources, we do not have the technology to actually decontaminate the water, so we got super lucky. We're also super lucky because there's so much algae and water everywhere, so we definitely do not want to go around messing with our supplies, destroying everything. Okay, so once they build these ladders, we can actually cancel these orders up here. Bam! Once we get rid of those, we should be able to build our gas pocket going down. Right, so they built up these ladders, they're able to climb up there, and they can actually deconstruct all of this now. Oh. That's going to fall down. Thankfully, there's a little pocket for it to go down into, which is good. Oh no! We got contaminated water. Dag nabbit, it fell down. Curses. I hate these rocks. Okay, what kind of rocks even are these? Sand. Oh, I freaking hate sand. Dag nabbit. Great. So, we got a tiny little bit of contaminated water. That, hopefully, will not become a problem for now, but it could very easily later down the road. So, for now, it's not a big deal. But later on, it's going to become a bigger deal. Okay, stop mopping. Stop mopping. You're good. It's okay. Right, so the water is overflowing right now, which means we're going to need to put something there to prevent the water from flowing over into us. Let's put down a door for now, or should we put down a door? Maybe. I suppose a door would work. It would be the most... Well, actually, you know what? No. Cancel that order. Cancel that order. We actually want to put a door right about here-ish, and then we can put some tiles down over here, maybe? Yeah, just like this. I think that'll be effective. Right. Okay, so we're actually not doing too badly right now. Things are going strangely better than you might expect. Okay, so for starters, where should we put our... You know what? Let's put it here. We're going to put it here. Okay, so we're going to deconstruct these. We want those to be deconstructed, because we have a ladder going up. This is just for gas, and it's going to be useful later. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now that we have this gas pocket, is we're going to want to build some base foundation, some tiles right about here. I want to replace all these with tiles as well. There's no real point to building the tiles necessarily, but we're going to anyway. So they should be able to actually just jump right over top of this, no problem. But just to make things safer, I'm going to put some tiles up. We're going to put some tiles like this, and then we can put some ladders across like this. Or should we do that? I don't think we need to do that necessarily. You know what? No. Cancel that order for now. That'll be fine. Alright, so they're building these. No problem. Okay, cool. And once all that's handled, let's see. We're going to give them a dig order. Yeah, see, they can just jump right across. No problem. Not even an issue. We can just have some tiles. Bam. Cool beans. Right, so what we're going to also want to do is we're going to want to... Okay, so we're going to want to dig out all of this and start digging down into here. Some tiles across. We're going to actually build a generator in here. Okay, so let's see. We're going to put a ladder there. Okay, cool. So they're doing all their things. They're building things the way they need to be built. Things are going relatively well. Let's look at our overlays. See what I was talking about with the carbon dioxide? There's a lot of oxygen all up and around here. The carbon dioxide is going down into this lowest layer, which is what we want it to do, actually. We're trying to get the carbon dioxide away from our people as best as we can by sort of filtering it down into areas like this. And these gas pockets are going to help with that, because I think the ladders might get in the way a little bit, because I've had issues in the past when I was testing this game out, where it would appear as though the gas would not rise above the ladders, didn't seem to want to go below the ladders. It does. It does, from what I can tell here. Maybe they've made some updates so that's not much of a problem anymore, but... Oops, let's pause it for a second here. You guys need some ladders, so let's actually build you some ladders to get out of here. And then also, I would like you to dig some more. If you can. Thank you. So, begin doing that. Thank you very much. Awesome. How are our storage? Our storage is pretty good. We don't have to worry too much about storage right now. We're going to clear out this layer of algae. And then once we clear out this layer of algae, we can... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, we're going to clear out this layer of algae, replace it with some bricks, I believe. Or maybe not. We might go a little bit further. Nope. I think that'll be okay. Wait, is this deep enough? Let's see. Our power generator, our manual generator is about that. Yay high. Okay, actually, I want you guys to deconstruct this. I know, I'm terribly sorry. I want to put these here. Bam, okay. And just like that. Awesome. So now we're going to actually build our generator right about here-ish. Yeah, right about here-ish. Bam. We're gonna put a couple batteries next to it and connect them up with some electrical wires. Awesome. Okay, this door does not seem to be preventing the water from overflowing, but that's fine, I guess. Whatever, it's cool. Cool, so we have power now, which is awesome. What we're going to want to do with that is we're going to want to put up a computer and some other stuff. So where exactly we want it, you know, we'll just put it right above. So we're going to build a research station right above it. Research station right here. Bam. And we're going to power this up, some electrical wires. Bam. And we're also going to want some food. We're going to put the food station right across from it, right about there-ish. And we're going to take some power, electrical wire, connect it up. And the reason that we need this food station is to make more food. We have a ration box with a fair bit of rations in it, but those will go fairly quickly. Now, the first thing that we want to do, now that we have our research station, is we want to open up our research and begin farming tech so that we can get algae terrarium. Algae terrarium is a plant that will produce oxygen from carbon dioxide. And that's something that we desperately need. Now, we do have an oxygen emitter, an algae deoxidizer. It converts algae into oxygen, but I prefer to be able to take the carbon dioxide that we're emitting and turn that into oxygen instead. I find that more efficient. It's reusing resources. Rather than just using up our resources, we're reusing resources, which is good. And once you actually have farming tech, this will all be really effective. So, like, the carbon dioxide that's up in here will fall down through these tubes that are going to go into here-ish, down into this area, down through here, across, and once it does, there's going to be, like, algae filtration stuff in here that is going to change all the carbon dioxide back into oxygen, flow back up through the tubes. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so we're going to actually dig out all of this. We want all of this gone. All of it. We also want to replace all of this with tile. So we're just going to make that order. Tile. All tile. We might as well build it. We might as well get to it while we can. Something we also, once we get, well, you know, we'll come to those. We'll come to it all when we come to it all. So let's speed up time again. They're all going to be doing their jobs. Bam, bam, bam. Somebody's got a... Oh, sweet, we got a new person. Let's choose our duplicant. So, let's see. Unfortunately, we can't scramble these duplicants, so we're going to have to just pick one. We have a narcoleptic and a yodel, a bottomless stomach, a narcoleptic, and a scaredy cat. So, what's the scaredy cat? They're afraid of violence, cannot perform combat. That's fine. We don't need people who can do a whole lot of combat anyway, so we're going to pick Neil. Hello, Neil. So, you should work pretty good, right, Neil? You can do it, yeah. Awesome. Okay, so they're going to be providing all kinds of nice resources for our guy up here doing all these little research. And also, they're going to start digging and replacing things and all this good stuff, which is awesome. Okay, let's make sure that we're fabricating plenty of that. Alright, okay, cool. Something else we want to do. We're actually going to want somewhere where they can all sleep. So I think we're going to want to have that above here. So while they're sleeping, let's just set that up. We're going to want to... Yeah, just like that. Okay, cool. Awesome. Right, and we're going to put all that down, and then we're going to put beds up here. We could put oxygen, like algae terrarium up there as well. I tend to do that, but we don't necessarily have to do that, so we're going to do that. We're going to put cot. Well, there's going to be 1 and 2, 3. Okay, so each layer is going to have enough for 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, and then a tile up above that. Uh-oh. Don't want it to do that. Hold on. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, cool. So you're doing research. Fabricate more research for me, please. We're also going to want to fabricate some more mush bars. Now, mush bars aren't very good. Mush bars, they provide some calories, but the problem that comes with these calories is it also it can cause diarrhea, which will use up resources and potentially give us contaminated oxygen, which we desperately want to avoid. Now, they breathe a lot on these when running on these wheels, by the way, which is why we have this right next to our little gas pocket, which is going to go down here and into our oxygen filtration hole system. Speaking of which, I see the problem. There appears to be, there's just too much carbon dioxide down there for them to be able to work in those conditions, from what I can tell. Or at least that's what seems to be the case. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. We also can deconstruct this pneumatic door now. We don't need it. It's just getting in the way. Awesome. Cool. So they're building all this awesome stuff up here for us, which is good. Once they get on their way with that, okay, we have enough room to put down one of these. We could put these right next to each other, but I prefer to have things with a little bit of space to them. I mean, we're going to be taking up... I'm pretty sure that we can just keep on going and going almost infinitely in this... Just continuously drain up more and more and more and more resources. So, you know, taking up a little bit of room, just a little bit of extra room, just for the design of it, because I like the design, isn't going to be a huge deal. We can always dig more. We can dig more and dig more and dig some more still. One guy, poor soul, is going to be all by their lonesome. But you know what? Too bad for that guy. We want to have these up on a higher level for a good reason, because having them on this level allows for the oxygen to pass all the way up, because the oxygen is lighter than most of the other gases. Now, if we run into any pockets of gases like these, like hydrogen, and it's below us, it will flow up into the rooms, and everyone's probably going to die horribly. Oh, thank goodness, they're actually working down here. Which is good. There's still some oxygen down here, but as you can see, there is a lot of carbon dioxide as well, so the air is not very breathable. It is kind of breathable here and there, but for the most part, not very. Looks like somebody hurt themselves a little bit. But that's fine. We're gonna be just fine down here. Okay, our oxalite is still providing plenty of oxygen to us, which is good. That's very good. Oh, jeez, we got this crap in our way. Let's make sure we get rid of that. Our storage boxes are doing fine. This is providing plenty of food. Make sure that you guys sweep up the mush bars and put them away. We're going to want to fabricate more research. Man, this is awesome. I don't even know how long I've been going. I'm just so into this game, as you can probably tell. This is... Resource management games are my kryptonite of games, because I just love them to death. I just can't stop myself. I don't even know how long we've been going. How long have you been going? Holy crap, we have already been going nearly 30 minutes with this game without stop, and I have barely even scratched the surface with you guys. This game is absolutely amazing, or at least I think it is. I can't get enough of it. It is so much fun for me. I just can't stop. We're gonna put some more tiles down. Okay, so everything's going pretty good. We're gonna slow things down a little bit. Things are going great. Awesome. Hopefully, next episode, hopefully we can get the algae terrariums and start building our little oxygen, oxygen recycling system down here. This is a bit much room for our oxygen recycling, but you know what? It's fine. We can work with it. Anyway, though, guys, I'm gonna save as I'm just gonna save it. Bam. Okay. So anyway, though, guys, I'm gonna leave this episode here. So if you like this episode, make sure to hit like on it. Otherwise, I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye!